Located just to the west of Johannesburg is a World Heritage Site called the Cradle of Mankind. Today I'm fortunate enough to go and explore it with my friend Ashraf on his Bullet 500. And with this, it is welcome to the Cradle of Humankind. Okay, so not only is the Cradle a very beautiful place to ride in, especially in summer, but these roads were built for a bike. Look at this. The Cradle of Mankind was declared a World Heritage Site due to its paleontological value. Some of the oldest human remains as well as ape-like skeletons have been found here. The most famous of these, of course, being Mrs. Place. This rumored to be around 2.35 million years old, discovered by Robert Broom in the 1950s in around the Sterkfontein caves, and a much more recent discovery of Homo naledi, which is a subhumanoid species now extinct. So this is Rhino and Lion Game Reserve. We can't go in on the bikes, but we can stop at Neck and Deck Cafe for a coffee. So in the olden days, this here on the left used to be the lion camp, and you used to be able to see the lions, but the road became too busy, so they took them away. So as you know, that the Cradle was declared a World Heritage Site because of Robert Broom's discovery of Mrs. Place.
There's an amazing display in the museum around the early finds, and you can also walk through the caves as well.
In the more recent 2020s, over there, I'll turn around now, was the discovery of Homo naledi.
So the interesting thing with Homo naledi is that it pushes back our timeline significantly further back, and discoveries and questions around our humanity and spirituality, because there's evidence of burial in Homo naledi in the burial chamber cave.
The Cradle, however, is not only just famous for its archaeological value, but also its history during the Anglo-Boer War. Okay, so we're exiting on the other side of the Cradle, going down towards Hekpoort, which was the main route the British used to travel between Johannesburg and Rustenburg. The Magaliesberg mountain range is some of the oldest mountain ranges in the world. It was also where the Boers learned to perfect their guerrilla fighting technique against the British. During the Anglo-Boer War, the British had already taken control of Pretoria as well as all the major towns in the Transvaal colony. The Boers, however, to a degree besieged Rustenburg, which is about 100 k's east, 100 k's west of Johannesburg. So when the British sent a unit to join up with another unit at Rietvlei, which is today Hartbeespoort Dam, and liberate Rustenburg. The farm, Dwarsvlei, belonging to General Oosthuizen at that stage, was chosen because of its vicinity to the intersection where the British were to travel. The Boers, having the higher ground, within half an hour took out 14 of the 17 gunners. Despite the fight going on most of the day, neither side achieved anything. So eventually, during nightfall, General Oosthuizen decided to attack the guns directly, and he was shot and mortally wounded meters away.
Well, my time here in South Africa has come and gone.
Now,
Although I never really planned anything in advance and we did it as a day-to-day basis, a lot of plans changed, yet somehow we adapted and we still managed to do quite a few trips to a grand total of 2,134 kilometers in just under 2 weeks. Now, although I didn't film all of it, I can promise you I did have a royal trip. Adding to that, people that went out of their way to join me, whether it was for coffee or just for a round trip or a one-day experience or even camping. I really appreciate that. As all good things come to an end, it is time for me to go back to France.